Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. The beautiful white gold is here with us today. So, the only Superman that we have yet to take a look at comes from the 90s, and I've talked about him a little bit on the channel, but Tim Daly or Dolly, he plays or voice acts him. It's the Superman that I kind of grew up with more than like the Lois and Clark with Dean Cain. That was like, those two were the ones that I actually saw when I was growing up in the 90s but I saw more so of Lois and Clark before, because I think that show started early 90s. This didn't come out until 1996. So this is actually a TV movie. All right. This is titled Superman, the Last Son of Krypton. But what it was the first 3 episodes of the series that started in 1996, and they turned it into a movie. So this is in movie form. So in September of 96, this came out on VHS. So this is going to be like a VHS rip. You know, we love VHSs, you know what I'm saying? So this is going to be like a VHS rip. And then in 2006, they put it out on DVD. But in 2006, you probably remember Justice League Unlimited, which was more of like, you know, Batman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman. That, you know, they did stuff as a group, Flash, you know, stuff like that, Green Lantern. And then this was kind of before. So this was like, I guess you can kind of say, your first kind of animated Superman. And this is kind of done with the same animation studio and same animation as Batman, the animated series that we've taken a look at. After some time of this series, that Batman animated series and this Superman series kind of crossed paths, and I think it was called the Batman and Superman New Adventures or something like that. That ran a few seasons, but this Superman series was good. Like I said, I grew up on it. It was the first kind of iteration of a Superman that I saw cartoon wise, and you can, like you said, you can tell that it's very similar, and you'll be able to see once we start watching. But this is basically the first 3 episodes in movie form, I guess, of Superman the animated series. And some people even say that this is the best Superman. And, you know, but we also had people that said, me included, that Batman from Batman the animated series with Kevin Conroy is, RIP, the best Batman. And in a sense it is, because his voice has ran across pretty much all of the movies, and then even in games, you know, that's the voice that you hear. So I don't think that this Superman plays all the animated voices. I think once you got to like Justice League Unlimited and maybe even that Batman and Superman series, he changed. But still, to me, this is what I grew up on. This is what I remember. So I'm excited for you to kind of take a look and see what you think. Because like I said, this is kind of the only Superman that we haven't really taken a look at. She knows Henry Cavill. We've watched Brandon Ruth. She likes him. We've seen Christopher Reeve. Everything else is kind of in show form, like Lois and Clark, Smallville, Superman and Lois. I think that's recent, or it's animated. So how are you feeling about taking a look at 90s animated Superman?
I'm excited. We've watched a lot of Superman lately, so I'm just interested, I guess, to see what this one does.
Okay. Then I wish that they would have done like a Lego Superman movie, because we did see the Lego Batman, which had Superman and like the Justice Friends and everybody in it. And I wish they would have done one, but maybe we'll get one down the road since James Gunn or something like that. But I think you might even see like shots of Krypto in this, maybe a little bit. And this is kind of taken from, like, at the time, what was called, I guess, the Silver Age, and then a little bit of what was modern. So it's like, I guess, from like before Christopher Reeve. So I think it was like 66, I think it was. And then to this animation in this modern time, which was like the Batman animated stuff. So, but I'm excited to take a look at it. I've never seen this TV movie. I think I've seen the first 3 episodes of the Superman animated series, but this will be her first time watching. And I just wanted to take a look at some animated Supermans. The only one we've kind of left out, and he definitely deserves some love. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into it, make sure you guys are leaving a thumbs up, leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. And of course, if you want to get these early and edited with all the commentary, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And don't forget to follow us on Twitch, because of course, we're not doing here. We will be doing it over there. And don't forget to subscribe to White Gold on YouTube. Her link is in the description as well, okay? So, again, this is a TV movie of the first 3 episodes from the Superman animated series, but it's titled Superman, the Last Son of Krypton, all right? So, I'm Fireworks, the beautiful White Gold. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We back. Again, it's crazy how well this animation style still holds up even like 20 something years later.
Sector 17 Alpha, log date 8313 Omega, Jor-El speaking. Gathering readings for final subterranean...
Jor-El in the building. Wow. Damn, that's crazy because like older Superman looks exactly like him, or well, I mean his dad, but still. It looks like a big organism. Shit. Yeah, it looks like an alien organism or something. Yeah, that was kind of gruesome. Like no blood. Grody. Oh shit.
Frostbite, ice monsters, same old, same old.
Oh, okay. He been there, done that, huh?
Brainiac, what an unpleasant surprise. Have you been spying on me with your satellites again?
The Planetary Council demands that I analyze your data.
Somewhere in all those trillions of file clusters, there's got to be one that says people don't like to be spied upon.
Then why did they create me?
Transmission set.
Damn, and what's crazy is even 20 years later, that he sounds like Brainiac from the game, from Injustice. Like that's crazy.
Aww.
Hey, Cal.
Kal-El was helping me check the solar panels when he discovered a playmate. We're moving. What forsaken spot are we going to now?
Home, Lara. What's the matter? 5 months in this deep freeze not enough for you?
Once we're back, you'll start going over the data. I keep thinking, what if it supports your theory?
Trust me, the truth can only help.
It's hard to believe it could all come to an end.
I'm just now noticing that like in this cartoon, he takes a lot of features from his parents as a drawing. Like his mother has like the curl and she has the blue eyes, but he has like the face and structure of his father. Like it's crazy.
Persists in predicting the end of the world. It'll be the end, all right.
But what if he's right, Father?
Try convincing the council. Even avoid him in the hallways. And do you know why?
Why's that?
Can never be wrong, Jor-El. You can never let it go.
I never let my ego get in the way of the facts.
Like a little
Unless
crypto.
Brainiac agrees with you, it's...
That's awesome. I like that. You don't see a lot of stories where you start out with little crypto.
It's another Templar.
Kal-El!
No way. No way. Bruh, man, the 90s was really a different time. They was really just giving kids death, and no wonder we wanted to watch all that stuff when we grew up.
You'd better be wrong, Jor-El. You'd better be dead wrong.
It sounds like he's right.
Each of you should have my report. And leaves no doubt that the planet's core is undergoing a mounting chain reaction that will
Y'all need
eventually...
y'all need to get the council together and change costumes, because them pointy shoulders ain't getting it.
Silence! Silence!
Look at their outfits.
Still with the pointy shoulders.
One can appreciate Jor-El's hard work. He is still mistaken. The Temblars are the result of a slight polar shift. No more.
There isn't a square foot of this planet Brainiac doesn't know. Served us far better than upstart scientists with apocalyptic vision.
Act now and we can save everyone.
And how do you propose to do that?
Put everyone in the Phantom Zone.
Damn, that is kind of crazy though. When you, that is, you know, it's the Phantom Zone.
We can restore ourselves later on another planet. Listen to me. I built shit.
That's a hard sell, man. That's a hard sell. You put every villain you've ever done in the Phantom Zone, but then you want to take your innocent people and put them in there. And Brainiac.
No.
So, son, how does it feel not to have a worry in the world?
We can get the baby to bed early.
I have to go down to Brainiac operation.
Okay, Laura, she was ready to, she said we trying to get that the baby early. She said she wanted to make another one.
Has it occurred to you that Brainiac could be right? You might have made a mistake. I mean, it's no crime to be wrong, Jor-El. Find out once and for all. We've lived like this too long. Your theories are more destructive than you can imagine.
Good evening, Jor-El.
It looks like the
May I
X-Men
be of
layer,
service?
like where.
Just trying to find...
Oh, with what's it called, Cerebro?
Afraid.
Funny. I didn't think you were afraid of anything.
Is something wrong?
You're denying me access to satellite comm.
Currently reallocating security file clusters.
Let's just see if I can override that. You're trying to hide something.
Because he is trying to hide something. He ain't fooling you. He ain't fooling me. I don't trust Brainiac for nothing. Never have. It's Brainiac.
Access denied.
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
This is a breach of security, Jor-El.
He pulled out the blicky.
Violation.
You're downloading. You're transmitting your memory to a satellite.
After all, am I not the repository of all Kryptonian knowledge?
You self-righteous monster.
I thought he was about to cuss it up.
This is a kid show.
Its wonders and glory will be dust in the cosmos. If the Council knew Krypton was due, frantically put me to work on calculating an evacuation plan.
How much time is left?
This world has seen its last sunrise.
Damn.
We received an alert from Brainiac. There's an intruder.
He's the intruder. Arrest him.
Yeah, it's over. Y'all doing your last police chase.
Like, why would you believe the computer over Jor-El?
That's what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
Use of deadly force is advised.
I bet Brainiac.
My arm. Is he?
That pistol he had.
Oh.
This time I will handle it.
He wasn't even on there.
Yeah, he hit y'all with the pump fake. Y'all smarted your ass. I was gonna say, did you really jump out the fucking window? No, he hit the slide, the electric slide.
Yeah, you can tell definitely this animation is very similar.
As much as I don't want to believe it, your husband's findings are hard to discount.
Jor-El, Father's read your report. He thinks he can help.
I think it's
It's
worth
too
it.
late.
Good Lord.
What happened?
Good Lord. What is it? Where have I heard? I feel like I heard his voice from like the Aladdin series or something from Disney.
If worse came to worse,
No.
I never thought it would come to this.
What are you talking about?
If you love your grandson and care one whit about his future, you'll kindly shut up.
Yeah, he has been yapping. They're doing a lot of yapping. Jor-El's tired.
My beautiful child. My heartbeat.
Send Kal-El to another world?
Part of the plan, save everyone in the Phantom Zone, travel to Earth, then bring them back. Now it's only good for a lifeboat. The last son of Krypton.
The last son of Krypton. I love when they do that in movies. Love it.
Said the title.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got much time.
I'm ready.
Maybe if I lead them away while you set up the launch.
I can't do it all myself.
Nada, please. This is madness.
Father, this is my baby's life. Do you have a better idea?
And don't, so shush.
Yeah, I was gonna say this whole time.
Wait, there's movement in the hoverport.
Oh, that's smart. He gonna lead him away. Genius. Saved by his grandfather.
Hope his crash bags are working.
Yes, they were.
Is there a problem?
Once he gets to Earth, he'll be safe. I could send you with. There's a risk, but if I have time to recalibrate the course...
No, my love. I'm staying with you.
Okay. That looks real safe in comparison to just kind of leaving him in there like the other movies
Yeah.
that should be doing.
The patrol's reporting in. Jor-El's escaped their perimeter.
Farewell, Krypton.
He gone. He left y'all. My man really hiked it into that satellite and said deuces.
Wow. Gone to Earth.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's like a story written where they listened to Jor-El.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, this animation really does hold up really well. Like, really well. I wonder if there is like a part in this animated series where Supergirl, for some reason I think there is, but damn, so where did Brainiac's ass go? He just dipped for real. He just went into space somewhere and said, fuck it. Hey, I know that place.
At least it didn't crash land.
Yeah, I guess they ain't gonna do that to a baby, huh?
What if I just found a baby and was like, can we keep it?
Like this?
Yeah.
Over here.
We keep it, I guess.
I mean, but you wouldn't. But you would never know who it is until, you know?
Yeah, that's
But-
true. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. If it was a baby, maybe.
Martha? Martha?
Shh, you'll wake him.
That thing back. We don't know where it came from.
You.
It's not a thing, Jonathan. Who would put a baby in a spaceship?
That's just my point. Could be Russian.
Shut up. That's definitely something I was... That's definitely something I would
He's
say.
in a spaceship. Like,
Look how he's reaching out to you.
look how cute he wants you to be his daddy.
I bet.
Ow!
What do you think of the name Christopher?
Let's discuss this.
Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, you naming it and everything.
I know. We can use my maiden name. What do you think of Clark? Clark Kent. Looks like you've daydreamed your way to another perfect score.
Ooh.
Dang. Got a minus on the D. Pause.
Midterms, you don't look too happy. What's wrong, Clark?
Lately I'm feeling kind of weird.
Smallville. Hi.
Always been weird if you ask me. Hey, it's Lana. You know, the girl who's had a crush on you since we were 3.
In the last few months I've been hearing things, you know? Like over there. Jenny's telling Pete Ross her folks are going out tonight.
You heard that?
And I could see things too, like in the gym. Miss Stevenson's inside, putting up decorations for the dance. Somebody should be...
Oh, yeah, he's... Okay, this is him learning, I guess, or his powers are coming in.
Into the girls' locker room, huh?
Lana!
Yeah.
Kidding.
It's not a joke, Lana. I'm going through a bad time.
Oh, shit. Bro, y'all almost went head to head with a bus. It was over.
All those details that he just gave you. And you gonna ask me, How you know there's gonna be a wreck?
Right.
Feels tired.
They're gonna leave some tires. I was gonna say, no way he gonna let these people get burnt up.
Oh shit. Y'all better say thank you.
Or how in the hell did you just do that?
I mean, at this point, thank you and let's come on, mind our business.
Getting stronger every day, Pa.
Ooh.
And that's not the half of it. Look.
It's getting hot. All you did was look at it.
That was Lana. Third time tonight, Clark. Won't you talk to her?
Damn, she's on you, boy. She really had that crush.
Mm-hmm.
Got nobody's house 3 times.
Even before you and Pa told me I was adopted, but how was it possible?
I think it's time, Martha. We never showed you this, son. I guess we didn't know how to explain it. Still don't.
Yeah, I was about to say, does anybody know how to explain that shit? Is there a book on that? Tell your kid he was from a spaceship for dummies?
This is how we found you.
You're kidding, right? Oh, what's happening?
Wow, that's dope. So, like, this is what happened, and I guess in Man of Steel, they did more of this kind of thing.
And I am Lara. We are your parents.
What?
Right.
You my parents.
You are the sole survivor of Krypton. This was our home.
It's hurting him.
Let him be, Martha.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, he's...
Your Kryptonian body draws its strength from Earth's yellow sun.
I don't believe any of this.
Some people will fear you. Despite this, you must never use your powers in anger.
Remember who you are and the legacy you carry inside you.
I'm not a freak. I'm not. I'm not!
Come out of here.
He's running. I don't have to take this.
My man back
I'm
right.
going home. Oh. Where are you going? Burn the souls on today.
Man, what
You
kind
need
of
some flash shoes.
what kind of shoes do you make for Superman? Shit, he probably blows the soul out of him just taking off sometimes. Wow.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Damn, now I just thought about it. I guess Krypto didn't make it.
Nope, I guess not.
Oh, Clark.
It's okay.
What's okay? You need to say sorry to us.
Yeah, they took it.
Just leaving, like, just...
They took you in. Daily Planet.
The country's biggest bridge. The world's tallest building. A guardian angel. Just ask little Denitra Evans. She saw him.
When I lost my balance and fell, big blue angel with red wings came down and caught me.
I love when they do that in cartoons when they draw in a cartoon.
That's where she fell from. 30 floors up.
God damn! Child Protective Services? Something?
Angels.
It's TV, boys. Just a trumped-up story to boost ratings. I spent a week on the dock exposing the biggest gun smuggling ring to hit this town in 10 years, and what makes the front page? What's next? Interviews with Bigfoot?
I want you to be the first to know I'm hiring a new guy on the city desk.
Is he cute? Oh. Hi.
Hello.
Wow.
Clark Kent from Smallville.
Smallville?
Have you ever been to Kansas?
God, no.
I've been reading...
Damn, Lois. Bitchy.
I'd love to play Den Mother, Chief, but I got that Lex course story in a half an hour.
Mr. Luthor is demonstrating a new weapons system today. Sure she won't mind having another set of eyes with her. Right, Lois?
Well, that's perfect. Why in the hell is Lex Luthor doing a weapons demonstration? I wouldn't be nowhere near that damn thing.
Jimmy Olsen, say hello to Clark Kent.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jimmy. I work as a copy boy, but I'm really a photographer. If you got a minute, I'd like to show you my pictures.
Well, not
They're
right.
hot, Mr. Kent.
Bye.
You sure my nose isn't too shiny?
Don't
Are
tell
you
me you're
really?
actually covering a real news event run out of alien abductees.
At least my network doesn't have to send 2 reporters to cover the same story.
Damn.
How'd you get here so fast?
Oh, I just flew.
Yeah, you're not the Rube hayseed I took you for.
Thanks.
We invite everyone into the main hall for our special presentation of the next word in military defense, the Lex Luthor 5000.
This is what you call too dangerous right here. This is why America hasn't made robots like that yet. But they should.
The Lexo suit stands up to heavy
They have Gundam suits in Pacific Rim.
and returns it in time.
Wow, that was like the special effect from their rocket launching from 007.
Made more powerful than an entire battalion.
What?
Lex Luthor.
Time to crash the party, gentlemen.
Damn, who is this? This is gonna get ugly.
I view the Lexo suit not as an instrument of war, but as an instrument to end war.
Damn, they just come in guns blazing with all these people that they just don't give a shit. Real villains, huh? Hey. Damn, they stealing my man shit. Or does Lex know this? Bet you Lex knows this.
You get this one to the same hole you came in.
Yeah, it was big enough.
You gotta blow another hole up to sleeve.
No way.
It's him, the guy with the cape.
Gentlemen, believe it or not.
And he's coming quickly. Yeah, no.
Man of Steel. Not gonna work.
He just gotta
shoved
flick
him.
you, yeah, like.
I don't know who he is or what he is, but he's all yours.
Oh, it's like a heat seeker or something. Gonna follow his ass. Yeah. Oh. This is why Superman should have a kill rule, because if he did, or if he didn't, he could just go ahead and get them dudes, smack the dog shit out of them in the air, then that would have never happened. Damn, bruh, come on, hurry up. He's still learning.
Landed in the field.
Yeah, that'd be dope if he
Landed in the
did.
baseball field.
That'd be
So
awesome.
that would be cool that they took it from this and kind of just made it. Dang.
Damn, he's,
Oh no.
he's taking the blunt force of that.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you better hurry it up. Stop.
Okay, not the same, but kind of. Because he pulled out the slide too and everything.
Yeah. They took inspiration.
Yeah. It was way better in the field though.
Yeah.
What is that? Can anyone tell me?
Looks like a flying guy.
I know he's flying, but who is he? Where did he come from? What does he want? Look who I'm asking.
S.
Excuse me?
Nice S.
Here. It's the Nietzschean fantasy ideal all wrapped up in a red cape. Superman.
Hey, I like it. It's catchy, sticks with you, the kind of name that looks great splashed across 3 columns. You can get an interview with him.
Somehow, I don't think a guy like that has a press agent, Chief.
If we don't get some answers soon, there could be a full-scale panic.
You kept this scrapbook since you left Smallville.
Now that I've settled in Metropolis, it's going to be impossible to keep a low profile. I can see where landing a plane in the middle of the city might turn a few heads.
Yeah, turn a few heads. Hello. That's Superman.
Want to know everything about me. Some are even afraid of me.
Doesn't matter where you were born or what you can do, you'll always be Clark Kent.
Still, it wouldn't be bad if people knew a little more about Superman. I don't want anyone thinking you're like that nut in Gotham City.
Martha.
And they're just as clueless
Throwing
as
shots
everyone
at
else about
bats.
our flyboy.
Excuse me, Miss Lane. I believe I'm the one you want to talk to.
Where are you?
The last survivor of a planet called Krypton. You don't believe me.
It's a little much.
All I ask is that you tell the truth about me. I'm not here to scare anyone. In fact, I've always tried to help people whenever possible.
You sound too good to be true.
That's the point. He is too good to be true. That's the point.
What do you do in your off hour?
I think that's a question for another time.
An alien in my own backyard. And such a civic-minded one, too.
What's she doing, Lex? What's she rubbing your butt?
Mm-hmm.
What in the world, Lex?
All I know is your hero did nothing to help me. I'm the one who's out a billion-dollar battlesuit.
Pentagon is undoubtedly going to want you to build a bigger and better version for them. When all is said and done, this could net you a multi-billion-dollar windfall.
Your friend here is suggesting I should be glad my suit was stolen. You're very...
No, he's suggesting that you knew.
Right.
Nice work, Smallville. You're only the second person I've ever seen get under Lex's skin.
Who's the first?
Me, when I dumped him.
Whoa.
Anyway, what?
Holy shit. In this universe, Lois and Lex had a little something. Had a little Luthor, did you?
Found this photo of him at last year's International Industrial Conference. Recognize the guy with the medals? So the U.S. and Kaznia haven't been on real friendly terms lately. Seems the region's been employing an elite squad of terrorists to eliminate his political enemies.
The President broke diplomatic ties with Kaznia months ago.
Luthor couldn't sell the region a war suit without it being a deliberate act of treason.
Just left the back door open for him to take it.
Exactly. And so he can get that money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, you blasted rat bag. I'm going.
Your rat bag. It's so funny when people shake their fists.
Huh?
Damn, why he look like Popeye?
I was gonna say that.
What can you tell me about that tanker?
She's been in port a week and ain't moved a bit of cargo on or off.
Gotta get on that ship. Take this and call Clark Kent of the planet. Let him know where I am. Commissioner Henderson, he doesn't hear from me in 20 minutes.
Commissioner Gordon?
20 minutes.
Commissioner Henderson, I guess, is the commissioner of Metropolis.
The Gordon of Metropolis, yeah.
Something about the police, yeah. Okay.
Are you real?
Shoulder.
No, phone.
Are you real? No way you did that to him.
If I could just speak to your captain.
I said no interviews.
Hans, there's no reason for hostility, especially towards such an attractive visitor. I'm John Corbin, Special Attaché to the Regent.
Lois Lane, Daily Planet. I'm doing a follow-up to a story on gun smuggling.
You must know there's a trade embargo between the U.S. and Kaznia, trying to restore friendly relations between our countries. Why don't we continue this interview ashore, say, over dinner?
Yeah, he don't want her looking around. Uh-huh.
I can think of some doozy.
I'll bet.
Damn. And just gonna pull the gun out on her. Damn, dude is crazy. At least he didn't like pistol whip her.
The zoo's new polar bear exhibit. Cute little guy.
Yeah, nice, Jimmy.
She brought me along last week to get shots for her smuggling story.
Is that right?
Yeah, I figure a few more shots like that, and Perry's bound to put me on staff.
That ship's a Kaznian tanker.
How can you tell?
Gone.
Yeah, gone with the wind.
You're making a big mistake.
But if anyone knew or cared, they would have made a move by now.
You asked me for it. My friends, you're gonna eat them words because you're not dealing with nobody. You dealing with Superman. He gonna smack the teeth out of your mouth. Whoa.
Take cover.
Damn. She dove. Hell yeah.
What?
Damn, bro. They on a ship full of weapons and everything. And this big ass suit.
Yep.
Clubbed his ass.
Anytime.
I mean, that knocked him down.
That took him off his feet.
Yeah.
So long, sweetheart.
Holy shit, that
Get
was
Lois out of here.
that was so fast. Like I blinked and she
yes,
was gone.
Me too.
Call the police and let them know what's happening. I'm gonna try to stop that thing.
She wants to.
This is cool. Tell the regent.
Yeah, she definitely wants my man's. Damn, Soups. Damn. That suit is really getting the best of Superman right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me tell you what that thing is. Bulletproof.
And so is Superman. Like, it's not penetrating, but they're just big enough to
and powerful
knock
enough.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Stupid move.
Is it? Because
Damn, man, it's fireproof. Damn. Damn. Crunched him in the car.
dang.
Damn, he threw him. Damn, unscathed. You're done.
Woo!
Yeah, took his ass. I thought he was gonna smack him in the ass.
Can't get no job now, but I hop.
Yeah. Can't get a job, only at Hot Hop now.
We got one leg.
Come here, you.
Shall we go a few rounds without the suit?
Sucker.
Too bad.
Just put his ass.
He wants to so bad, but he can't. He would literally turn dude to dust.
So you see, as the agreed-upon merchandise never left Metropolis, my client, the Regent, respectfully requests a full and prompt refund.
We had an understanding. Arranged for the Regent's men to take possession, and they did.
Right.
Do you expect me to eat $1 billion?
I think you have more pressing concerns at the moment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Superman yourself. I'm not.
You keep your billion.
I'm afraid we already have a window washer. The silent treatment, eh? I know what you can prove, and it's nothing. I own Metropolis. And nearly 2/3 of its people work for me whether they know it or not. It's a model of efficiency. And yet, I've often...
Man, he ain't said a word, bruh. He has no idea. He can smack the bald off your head, boy.
Smack the hair back.
Yeah.
Like,
shall we say,
smack you so hard it'll start growing again.
Yeah, literally. And you just talking all that shit.
Say something!
I'll be watching you, Luthor.
Wait! I'm not finished with you!
Hey, you are.
He heard all that bullshit and then just told him, I'm watching you.
He listened to his whole soliloquy and then just...
Damn, they found Brainiac.
Or Brainiac found them and just plotted, yeah.
Brainiac systems activated.
I mean, you couldn't have cohabitated? Like...
Damn, Brainiac is on the way. Wow.
Wow, okay, that's a good way to end it. Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Written by Alan Burnett. Interesting. And the theme is dope too. Then I'm actually like hearing it.
It's different.
All right, you guys, so welcome back. That was Superman, the Last Son of Krypton. All right, so White Gold. How do you feel first? And then I'm going to ask you some questions.
I like the animation of it. It was very reminiscent of, what's his name? Thomas Wayne. And that kind
Batman,
of,
the animated series.
But I like how simple this is. Like, you know, it's a cartoon and we're just kind of, this probably opened up Superman to a different generation that might not have known his story or, you know, but it didn't go too deep into it. Like, it's simple and you understand it, and regardless if you know the story or not, because we've heard his and Batman's a million times, and you know, we know their story by now, but it's very simple and it's enough to like teach you if you don't know, but it's just there even if you do know. It's just kind of, this is his life, okay, let's move past it. This is how we got here. But I did like seeing more of where it started, like, because when normally we just see him when he's crashing to Earth. We don't get the side of just before Krypton explodes and the process of them getting ready to send Kal-El to Earth. So I did enjoy seeing that part of it. You know, we got a little bit of the villains, Brainiac and Lex. So yeah, I think everything that was in it got included, and it, you know, it was done well.
Okay. What do you give it out of 10?
Like an 8, 8.5.
Okay. How do you feel about this version of Superman?
What do you mean, this version?
Well, like, Batman had that, like, well, as of now, there's tons of like animated, you know, like you like Thomas Wayne. That was like, if I'm not mistaken, the first time he was animated into like a cartoon. And there's tons of different Batman that people like. Some people like the Batman from the Brave and the Bold. Some people like it from the DCAU.
It's all right. I mean, I like it. I like this because it still displays his strengths and his kindness, and you know, a little bit of being Clark and a little bit of, and then him coming into his own as a teenager. Like, he's like, oh shit, you know, like all of it.
I just asked because like this Superman is considered to kind of be in its own universe because it kind of crossed over and became something with the Batman and Superman adventures and stuff like that. So I always want to ask people, because like it's kind of in its own universe, kind of like how Batman, like I would consider like, you know, Michael Keaton in one universe, and then you have like the Val Kilmer, and then you have the George Clooney universe, and then you have like Lego Batman, which you know, like, but I only say that because it's good enough. Like this Superman ended up being good enough, and just like you said, it started another generation to know who Superman was. And then like I said, I think like in 2006 or in the 2000s, Justice League Unlimited kind of introduced people more to the Justice League, but you got familiar with other characters like Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter, Bat, Superman, all that type of stuff, Wonder Woman. And so like this is kind of its own universe in a sense, or like this Batman animated series, Superman animated series universe. And we watched Space Jam. In Space Jam, I think going through those different multiverses or whatever, they went through this universe. Also, I wanted to watch it because I had mentioned us watching the DC animated universe for the Crisis of Infinite Earths. I think that you should see some type of crossover in one of the parts. There's 3 parts to it, but in one of the parts they cross over into this Superman universe from the 90s and the Batman universe, if I'm not mistaken too. I just don't know how it all goes down, but like I said, I've seen different screenshots, and I think on the cover, this animated Superman is like one of the first ones on the, or like in the middle on the cover. So I think that they end up crossing over, and I think it was kind of cool for us to just kind of take a look at this, and it's kind of like knocks out a few birds with one stone with us, you know, kind of experiencing a little time in this, because we've done, you know, the Batman universe with, you know, Mask of the Phantasm and other things, and then now we have like this Superman TV movie of the first 3 episodes and kind of in this universe. So I love this intro. I like she said, I like seeing the full out. Man of Steel did it, but it was kind of more like sci-fi. This was kind of done in like a more not necessarily quick, but it was done in a more simple way. And I like, you know, the way, you know, young Clark looked. Also I like the shot of Krypto a little bit. I like the design of Superman. I really didn't notice it, but like him looking a lot like his parents as far as how he's drawn. It's like they put both of them together. And then, you know, his mother had the curly thing and had the blue eyes. And then, you know, his dad's like figure and face structure and all that. I thought that was kind of cool. I love just like the classic shirt rip open. I love like the Lois thing here. I like that they didn't make it all about the love chemistry and this weird, not necessarily weird, but like this love thing. Like eventually, yeah, they feel for each other. But like I said, I grew up with in the early 90s, Lois and Clark, and it's Lois and Clark. It is Superman, but it's really kind of heavy on their relationship in the Daily Planet. So like, I like how this didn't really just smother us with, oh my God, Clark, and oh my God, Superman. I like that didn't smother us with it. It was just, they show us the characters. I like Jimmy. I like the guy, the head of the Daily Planet. I like the Lois character. I just like how this was kind of built for an animated series. And like she said, it's done simple and it educates a new generation who wasn't really savvy on Superman. And from 1996, from 87 to 96 is kind of when the next time you got some like Superman, you know what I'm saying? Plus this Superman in the 90s was like promoted at Six Flags a lot. There was like a Superman ride. A lot of the Looney Tunes and what Warner Brothers cartoon characters they would save and use a lot of that to promo like Six Flags and sometimes in Kentucky Kingdom and stuff like that. Because I think it was Kentucky Kingdom first and then they did the combine with Six Flags or something like that. I don't think it was always like that, but this was one of the characters that was used heavily in the 90s for those like, you know, joy rides or like, you know, attractions and stuff like that. So but you all let us know down in the comments how you feel about 90s Superman and Superman, the Last Son of Krypton. I don't know, maybe down the road we'll look at some more of this stuff. I think there is like a 2006 movie where it's like with him and Brainiac, I think. But I don't think it's attached to this. I think this only got 4 seasons, but it got 4 seasons, so it tells you that it was popular. I think they were like maybe 13 or 18 episodes a piece. They were like 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So but I think we're done with all the Superman stuff. I think this is our last ride before we go see Superman. The next Superman thing you probably should see from us is in the DC animated universe. And then maybe, well, you'll definitely see a review from us from Superman. So we hope that you all enjoyed all the Superman content. We do have a playlist on the channel. I will have all the Superman stuff that we've done and put it in there so you all can take a look at all of it. Okay, so before we get out of here, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, leave a like. If you're new here, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. Okay, so of course we got more content on the way. Make sure you all are staying tuned to the channel. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful white gold, and this is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We out.